Study done on our Panchakarma Detox program, where people come for 7 days and do these very deep, rejuvenating detox treatments. A cancer-causing fat-soluble chemical called dioxin was pulled out of people's fat cells that had been stored for 25 years. So these chemicals will go from your liver to your blood to your fat cells and store there for a lifetime. In that same study, 13 of the major cancer-causing fat-soluble chemicals were detoxed out of the fat cells and continued to detox for 3 months after the therapies were done. So it's critically important we know how to detoxify these, but also remember, our body naturally detoxifies these fat cells on its own. So we have to optimize digestion for that to be, something that we have naturally. So now our fat cells over the years become saturated. They can't take on any more fats. And they spill, here's the worst part, they spill these fat-soluble cancer-causing chemicals that are wreaking havoc in your fat cells back into your bloodstream. And now once they're in your bloodstream, they look for another fatty site. And the most common fatty site it goes to as we age is our brain. We lose cognitive function, we become more vulnerable to memory loss and focus and clarity problems, and Alzheimer's and Parkinson's are related to an accumulation of neurotoxins, fat-soluble toxicity that is built up in the brain tissue. This is totally preventable if we have an understanding of how the body naturally takes care of these fat-soluble chemicals. Now, it's true that we are overwhelmed with fat-soluble toxicity, pesticides, cancer-causing chemicals, estrogens, plastics, heavy metals. No question we can't avoid the toxicity of fat-soluble toxicity in our environment, but we have to optimize our digestive system, number one. And I talk about how to do that in this article that's along with this little DVD. In addition to that, to detoxify regularly. On my website, in the article section, there's a free short home cleanse that's designed to detoxify fat-soluble chemicals. You can read it and follow step by step how to detoxify this. I talk about this on one of my DVDs about detox. You can get more information there, and you can also look into the possibility of doing a more aggressive detoxification program. Something like Panchakarma, where we really detoxify not only the fat-soluble chemicals, but we're also talking about, from an Ayurvedic perspective, that there are emotional toxins, toxic relationships, that patterns of behavior and belief systems that we created as young children to feel safe and secure, that have created molecules of emotion, which according to Ayurveda are also fat soluble and also store, get this, in your fat cells. So now we have toxic emotions and toxic chemicals storing in your fat cells, and unless your body knows how to burn fat, which is a whole nother discussion about how the body can do that with lifestyle, which is critically important, how we eat, how we digest, how we handle, how we exercise. All these can be ways to help our body burn fat on a regular basis. But in addition to having a lifestyle that burns fat naturally and turning those fat cells, we have to detoxify on a regular basis. If you lived off the land and ate only what nature provided in seasonal harvest, you would naturally engage in a detoxification process that is critical for us to stay healthy. And that's what the short home cleanse is. That's what Panchakarma is. Panchakarma is also deeply rejuvenating, pulls fat-soluble chemicals out of those fat cells, but also it actually releases fat-soluble toxic emotions that we store in our fat cells that remotely make us think and do the same dumb stuff again and again and again. And next thing you know, that these toxic emotions have affected the function of our physical body. And don't think, in my practice, at the end of the day, when I bring someone back into balance, we're looking down the barrel of their mindset, the emotions that they've created as young children to feel safe and secure, that have over the years have begun to create such strain on their physiology that it actually is inhibiting their digestive system or their body from functioning in an optimum manner. So please take a look at this article, read up on some of these aspects of how to detoxify fat cells out of your body. This is critical information for our well-being and our optimum health. Thank you. I'm Dr. John Douillard.